Okay, let's get started. So... Any ideas?
This is it.
That's right.
Nice going!
Phantom Thieves going by train. This ain't any different from how I get home from school, you know.
The train is the fastest way to go. Plus, we can bring pets on here.
Hey, who are you calling a pet?
Dude, be quiet! We didn't pay the pet fare.
I'm the one guiding you to your destination. You should be calling me Master. Oh, Kitty!
Shoot.
Is that your pet, mister? I heard it meowing.
Yeah, it's just a toy. It meows when you press on its head.
You heard her. Press on its head.
This is ridiculous. Wowie! Again! Again! That's so funny! I want to hear it again! Oh, I just threw open my mouth.
Oh, seriously?
The next stop is Shibuya. Shibuya. Doors will open on the left side.
Oh, this is our stop. Well, see you later. Bye-bye.
Mm-hmm. Bye-bye.
So, which line do we gotta transfer to?
Doesn't look like there are any stations close by to that address. If anything, this is the closest station.
What? Then we gotta walk the rest of the way? What kind of phantom thief takes the train and then walks to their destination?
Stop your complaining.
It's supposedly a shack, but this is the neighborhood he lives in. As expected of a famous artist. Looks like the fastest route is to get to the station square and then go to Central Street. Let's move.
Hey!
Don't you think we should hurry?
There's potential. I'm not interested.
Wait,
Suguru Kamoshida, former Olympian, teacher at Shujin Academy. Reason for turning himself in is a heavy conscience, huh? The human mind doesn't change that easily, let alone their natural temperament. Shujin Academy. Seems doubtful. Perhaps I'll have someone look into it, just in case.
is that it?
We're at the right address. The door plate does say Madarame.
You ring the bell.
Me? The walls won't collapse when I do, will they?
No one sneeze or we'll blow this house down, okay?
Who is it? Sensei is currently...
It's Takamaki.
I'll be right out.
People really do live here.
Takamaki-san. You two are here as well?
Hey, sorry, but, we ain't here to talk about the modeling thing. There's something we gotta ask you. Is it true Madarame's plagiarizing stuff? He's abusing people too, yeah?
Are you serious?
We read about it online.
This? Preposterous! Not only is the plagiarism impossible, but abuse? He welcomes pupils into his own home! This is no act of violence, it is charity! And I'm the one residing here and studying under him. I'm saying it's not true, so it's beyond doubt.
You might be lying about it.
That is utter rubbish. I had no family when Sensei took me in and raised me into what you see now. If you continue to ridicule the man I owe my life to, you will rue this day!
You really think that?
Yusuke, what's the matter? I heard you yelling.
These people are slandering you with baseless rumors.
Forgive them, Yusuke. They must have heard some bad rumors and came in worried for their friend's safety.
Understood, Sensei.
Well, even I doubt that a cranky old man like myself could be liked by everyone.
That's not what we meant.
I'm sorry to have butt in on your conversation. However, I do have neighbors around. Won't you please keep it down? Now, if you'll excuse me.
That was discourteous of me. I'm sorry. I know. I think you'll be able to believe in Sensei if you saw that painting. It's his maiden work, as well as his most representative piece. It's titled Sayuri.
Sayuri?
This was the painting that inspired me to become an artist.
It's so beautiful.
I don't know all this fine art stuff, but even I can tell that this is impressive.
When I first saw you, I felt the same powerful emotion as when I saw this painting.
Me?
I wish to pursue beauty like this. And I believe drawing you will be part of that pursuit. I implore you, seriously consider my offer. I'm sorry that you took the time to come all this way, but I must assist Sensei today. I hope that we can discuss this further another time. If you'll excuse me then.
Those two seem like nice guys, don't they?
Maybe the Madarame we heard about in Mementos is a different person.
Man, right when we thought we found a new target, too.
How's the metanav?
Oh,
Hey, the app.
was it picking up our conversation? This display. It means that Madarame has a palace too, right? But why?
Madarame, plagiarism, and then shack, huh? These seem to be the keywords.
For real, though, what the hell's going on? Does an old man like him really have a palace?
We have the person's name and the location. All that's left is the what that Madarame mistakes the shack for to enter his palace.
You mean, like... how Kamoshida thought the school was his castle?
That's right. Let's try saying some things. They can be random guesses.
It's a bit sudden, though.
Why don't we start with castle?
No candidates found.
Then what about prison?
No candidates found.
Ah, what a pain! Jail, warehouse, and guidance counseling office. Might as well add farm.
No candidates found.
Not a single hit?
Should we come back another time?
A building that's related to artists. If we think from there, what would it be?
Beginning navigation.
Beginning navigation? Whoa, really?
Hey, when did you activate the nav? You surprised me.
Didn't have much of a choice. I think we just happened to get it right.
What if I hadn't noticed and then wandered off and got caught by an enemy?
Probably would have figured it out once you started walking on two legs.
Arr.
So even you can slip into the metaverse without realizing it, Morgana?
Yes. In a place with minimal cognitive distortion, the differences can be subtle.
Forget that. Look! That shack is seriously some kind of museum?
Let's go check it out. It's so extravagant, to the point that it's gaudy. It's a museum, right?
This is Madarame's?
Well, a palace is a world formed by a mind twisted by desire. Remember Kamoshida's castle?
Madarame's artwork is on display at museums in reality too, though. His exhibit was popular, and people already respect him. Why would he fantasize about a museum?
You got a point. It ain't related to plagiarism or abuse either.
Let's try looking around. Racking our brains here won't do us any good.
Right. That aside, ain't a museum a must for Phantom Thieves?
Now that's our Joker. I feel the same.
But man, just look at that insane crowd.
Yes! Shall we go?
should write something. I have something.
Hey!
Now's my time to shine! How suspicious.
Oh,
This is...
Hmm?
Hey, hey! Hey, hey!
Hey! Hey!
hey. Hey, this doesn't make any sense. But all the portraits on display here look the same. This is way different from what was at the...
Wait a sec. Ain't this that guy we saw in Mementos? You know, the one who was shit-talking Madarame?
Natsuhiko Nakanohara. His name's written on the plaque.
Dude, I don't get it. Why is there a painting of him in here? And more important, why is his name written under it?
You're right. Doesn't art usually have, like, the title of the piece or the artist's name?
This is quite the mystery. Alright, let's keep looking around for now.
It's somewhere. Hey, look! Hey, look! Damn it! Hey, isn't this a painting of that guy?
It says Yusuke Kitagawa. There's no mistaking it.
Huh? Wait a second. What do you think these paintings are? I think you're right.
For real? All of them? But it was only Yusuke when we went to his place before.
This must include former pupils as well. Only one remains now. Taking into account what that Nakanohara guy said earlier, things are getting clearer. Alright, let's keep investigating. We need something to further confirm our deductions.
I have something.
Hmm? There's a treasure chest!
Oh yeah!
Nice!
that
Oh! Oh! Yep. Ah. Look at this.
The Infinite Spring? A conglomerate work of art that the great director Madarame created with his own funds. These individuals must offer their ideas to the director for the rest of their lives. Those who cannot do so have no worth living? Hey, this is most likely about the plagiarism, right?
Damn it! What a phony geezer!
In other words, his pupils are his property. He doesn't even qualify as an artist if this is true. He's stealing the ideas from talented students in exchange for securing their livelihood. I wondered about those portraits on display. They must all be his pupils through his cognition. This even says that they have no worth. Couldn't this be about the abuse? Madarame will keep them around as long as they're useful to him. But the moment they're not...
He's treating them like slaves or tools!
Why is Yusuke keeping quiet about this? He's got no reason to cover this up.
He did say that he owes Madarame his life for being taken in.
But still,
When we were at the exhibit, I praised one of the pieces on display. But Kitagawa-kun acted strange. Maybe that piece was plagiarized too.
what's the call? Ain't this enough to target Madarame?
We should confirm these facts with Yusuke first.
Yeah,
Confirm what, though?
It means we should get solid evidence that such crimes actually took place.
What a pain in the ass.
Besides, there's too much we don't know about Madarame yet.
you're right. I'll try contacting Kitagawa-kun. I might be able to get the truth out of him if I accept his modeling offer.
Wait, you're gonna do that?
You all better come with me, okay? I'm scared to go alone.
Famous, renowned artist, huh? Wow, this might be tougher than Kamoshida. Well, we'll just prep ourselves until we get confirmation from Yusuke. This is our first mission as real Phantom Thieves. We're gonna succeed no matter what.
Let's do it.
Let's go to bed. Let's go to bed. Nice. Well then.
Hey, it's me. I just can't forgive Madarame, but what An said made me think. To Yusuke, are we just a bunch of thugs? I knew it. It ain't like he thinks it is. Pisses me off just thinking about it. Good people have to put up with so much crap while shitty adults do whatever they want. Makes me sick. I'm not wrong, am I? I'm sorry, man. I feel like I've been bothering you with too many questions. Don't tell An I called you, by the way. Seriously. Well, see you tomorrow.
I got a response from Kitagawa-kun. He said he wants me to come over after school today.
Perfect. Probably dropped all his plans just to get you over there.
We need to find out from Kitagawa-kun if what we saw in the palace was true.
Hey, quiet down. It's that student council president.
Yikes. She got hold of Mishima today? It'd suck if she noticed us. Come on, let's split up.
Okay, see you later.
We finally landed a big target. Come on, let's get some dirt on Madarame. But man, An's late.
Sorry. I was thinking about some things and didn't notice how much time had passed.
Thinking about what?
Don't you think Kitagawa-kun has to be protecting Madarame? I mean, they live together, so he'd have to be aware of Madarame's true nature. The only reason I can think of him doing that is that Madarame has something on him.
Yeah, that's weird. But that's why we're going to check it out, right? You ready to be a model?
Yeah, I'm prepared.
What do you mean prepared? Prepared for what? Something seemed different about her to you? You're totally right.
But I'm the same as always.
Huh. Well, let's get going. We gotta talk to Yusuke.
Kitagawa-kun seemed really happy when I agreed to be his model. Once he finishes drawing and gets a little friendlier, we should bring up Madarame.
I thought it would just be you coming, Takamaki-san.
Wouldn't you get nervous too, if it was just the two of us?
We're here to keep an eye on you, so don't try anything perverted, okay?
Stop making such odd assumptions. I have absolutely no interest in her as someone of the opposite sex.
Huh?
Is there a problem?
No, not really.
Well then, let's get started.
Hey! Kitagawa-kun?
You hear her?
It's no use.
This isn't what we planned. We were gonna catch him off guard and make him spill his beans, weren't we?
How were we supposed to know this was gonna happen? Guess we just gotta wait till he's done. What an effing pain in the ass.
Perhaps I should try going outside this room. Just waiting around is a waste of time. This is too boring, so I'm going to scout around a bit. It's weird how flashy that door is. And is that a lock? A door with a hefty lock. What could be in there?
Are you done?
It's no good.
What?
I'm sorry. Am I the problem?
No, not at all. It's just... I'm having trouble staying focused today. I'm sorry, but we'll have to resume this another time.
Oh, hell no! How many hours do you think you made us wait?
I'm sorry. We had another reason for seeing you today. We needed to talk to you.
It's about those rumors regarding your sensei.
This again.
That painting I saw at the exhibit. You're the one who actually painted it, right?
That's...
I knew it.
Your sensei's seriously messed up. He just thinks of his pupils as tools. That's why he doesn't give a damn whether he steals their work or physically beats them. I'll make this clear. There's no point in hiding stuff from us.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You couldn't go against him, could you? I'm sure we can help you out, though.
Stop it. It's just as you all say. We're our sensei's artwork. Don't misunderstand me, though. I offered my ideas to him myself. As such, it can't be called plagiarism. Sensei is simply suffering from artist's block right now.
Dude, still.
Kitagawa-kun.
Then why are you sticking around? All his other pupils ran away. Aren't you the only one left?
What's wrong with a pupil helping out his master? There are no victims here. Stop pushing your self-centered righteousness on me.
Yeah, right now there's a new arc. Oh, whoops. Hold up. Have it so that I can hear myself, and it's really confusing. Okay. Yeah, there's like a person that's like plagiarizing or something.
I'm supporting Sensei as his pupil. Where's the wrong in that? Don't ever come here again. If you do, I'll sue you for causing a disturbance.
Hold it! We're not done talking here!
Then you leave me with no choice.
Hey!
I'm reporting you to the police. I asked Takamaki-san to be my model today, but I don't recall ever calling you two here.
What the F, man?
Ryuji, stop it! Calm down, okay?
Damn it!
I won't report you, but only under one condition.
What's that?
I want you to continue being my model, Takamaki-san.
But you said that it wasn't working out today.
That's because I was unconsciously being modest for your sake. However, I have nothing to worry about anymore. If you're willing to bear everything to me, I will put my heart and soul into creating the best nude painting ever!
What?
Nude?
To think I'd be able to create a nude painting with my most ideal model. Of course, you two won't be allowed in, and I ask that you forget about our discussion today as well. If I don't submit a new piece to Sensei soon, there will be some inconveniences.
Nude? Meaning it'll be without any clothes, right? Why are things suddenly escalating like that?
Because those are my terms.
But that's...
Wait, ain't that bad?
Sensei is out during the afternoon while the art exhibit is on, so I can use this place freely. I should buy more art supplies.
Will you give me a second here?
Of course. I'm willing to wait. I'll make time according to your plans, but please come before the exhibit ends.
No, that's not what I mean! Why are you not listening?
Sensei will be returning home soon. We're done for today. Takamaki-san, I'll be waiting for you to contact me.
No, no, no! We are not done talking here!
Hey, what should we do? Yeah, damn it. He got us good this time.
Don't give up so easily!
Huh? Is she done being a model?
A cat?
You moron.
He's totally out of his mind! I'm gonna have to pose nude if this keeps up!
How dare that, Yusuke?
The way he said it, it's not gonna be semi, but full-on nude.
Full nudity? Lady Ann's gonna...
Drop it!
You know, you won't have to worry about that if we make Madarame confess before the exhibit ends.
But Kitagawa-kun thinks he owes his life to him. Is there a need to make Madarame confess?
Then, Lady Ann, you're fine with bearing it all?
I am not!
Madarame's no different from Kamoshida. That asshole's using Yusuke who doesn't have parents. You're telling me we should just ignore how he's being treated horribly like the other pupils?
No. It is frustrating to leave this alone, even if Kitagawa-kun is fine with it himself.
You can't leave it be because you've endured a lot yourself, with Kamoshida.
Yeah.
Anyways, we gotta go after this guy. Madarame's the kind of target we've been waiting for. Let's help Yusuke come to his senses too. Before he ends up like us.
Right.
We need to look into Madarame first.
There might be tons more stuff that hasn't been exposed yet too.
It may become easier for us to investigate his palace if he's preoccupied with his exhibit.
Also, there's the thing about me modeling. Kitagawa-kun said there'd be inconveniences unless he submits a new piece. Maybe that's going to be announced soon as Madarame's next work.
Does that mean the whole country's gonna see you nude?
No way! Hell no!
We must deal with Madarame, no matter what, before his exhibit ends.
Let's start after school tomorrow. Oh, it'll be a pain if Miss President finds us on the rooftop again, so... where to meet up? Let's see... I guess that walkway-like place in Shibuya would work. It's near Madarame's place, too.
Changing our hideout periodically, huh? That's a plan I don't mind backing.
Hey, can I talk to you kids for a sec?
Huh?
From the looks of things, you don't seem like the ordinary stalking fans. Oh, sorry. I should have been more clear. I'm actually looking for people that know Madarame's pupils. There's this painting, Sayuri, that was supposedly stolen in the past. But there's this rumor that it was taken by one of his pupils in retaliation for being abused. Have you heard anything about that?
Sure, Ryuji knows. Yup.
Me? I don't know nothing.
I see. There's no case unless there's a victim, and if there's no proof of abuse, I can't write either. Looks like I'm back to square one. Sorry for taking your time. I'm a journalist. If you ever get any leads, mind contacting me here? See you then.
I guess we should go home for today.
Hey, it's me. Got a minute? I have some interesting news. Someone who received a change of heart contacted me on the fan site. Said he wants to meet with you to discuss another person who needs a change of heart. You're better off talking to him in person if you want specifics. All I know is his target is a terrible person. And that it might complicate things if he posted the name online. I'll have him wait for you at Shibuya Station after school. The guy's name is Nakanohara.
Nakanohara. That's Madarame's student.
So, earlier you went to this place called Mementos, which is like everybody's like conscience. So Nakanohara, he told you that Madarame was like being like abusing him. So then you went to go check out Madarame, and then that's where I am right now.
I told him to approach you. Good luck.
If the rumor Ryuji just spoke of is true, there have to be other victims.
Oh yeah, and then after the first target, they decided that they wanted to keep being Phantom Thieves, so now they're looking for a new target. And they found Madarame.
Hey!
Oh.
Oh.
Yes! Alright.
Yeah, the cafe is called LeBlanc, and the music at LeBlanc is amazing. Oh, can you hear the vacuum? Oh really? I guess the noise suppression I have on is insane, because it's so loud. I mean, it's louder than the game, but I guess you can hear it.
Let me explain.
Oh yeah, and then Sojiro always tells you about random copies, because, you know, why not?
Yo.
We're about to head to the hideout too. Who's that?
Excuse me.
That's Nakanohara. Mishima told us to meet him here in Shibuya today.
For real?
My name is Nakanohara, Natsuhiko Nakanohara, the one who was posted about on the Phantom Aficionado website.
He seems pretty nice. Doesn't seem like the stalker type. I think the change of heart must have worked.
Yeah, we
The
changed his heart in
administrator of that
Mementos.
website contacted me. They told me to look for someone in a Shujin uniform with a cat.
So, what do you want?
You may have already heard, but there's someone I wish to trigger a change of heart in. An artist by the name of Madarame.
You think this is it? Is the pupil gonna confess his master's secrets?
His shadow did mention Madarame as well.
I'm one of Madarame's former pupils. He gave me lodging at his home, where I thought only about art. I genuinely wanted to be an artist. There was another pupil as well, a very talented man, multiple years my senior. Obviously, Madarame kept tabs on him. Everything he made was claimed as a Madarame original. He wasn't the only victim, though.
Right, we got some real proof of the plagiarism.
In response to Madarame's actions, that senior pupil committed suicide.
Suicide?
He must have been unable to bear seeing his work praised under Madarame's name. That was when I disobeyed Madarame's orders and left, but he quickly pressured other parts of the art world, and my life as a painter was destroyed. I tried to turn over a new leaf, working at a ward office, but it was no use. My attachment to art warped my emotions. Soon I began getting attached to everything. In the end, I even turned into a stalker. I'd like to ask again, please make Madarame have a change of heart. Not only for me, it's to save the life of another man as well. Even now, there's still one young man remaining under Madarame's tutelage. I think he's about your age.
That has to be Yusuke.
Not only is he a talented artist, he also owes Madarame for taking him in after his mother passed. He is the perfect target.
So Yusuke's got no choice but to listen.
I actually spoke to him a few times back when I was still living at Madarame's. I asked him if he found it painful to stay with Madarame. And you know what he said? If I could leave, I would.
Kitagawa-kun.
I have no right to say this given my prior cowardice, but I don't want to see another suicide. I'd like to find a way to save this young man. He has a bright future ahead of him. Please consider that when thinking about changing Madarame's heart.
We've been asked to act directly on behalf of one of Madarame's victims. It sounds like we don't have the time to deliberate whether or not to change Madarame's heart.
Hell yeah! Madarame's just a piece of shit who preys on the weak.
Suicide. I'll never let something like that happen. Plus, we finally got to hear how Kitagawa-kun really feels.
Well, since we've reached a unanimous decision, how about we continue this at our new hideout? My fellow thieves, welcome to our new hideout. Our target this time is Madarame. We all saw that palace. We'll pay dearly if we assume it's just going to be like the last one. And furthermore, Lady Ann's chastity is on the line.
What?
We'll need to do
Yeah,
what
me
we
too,
did
because a
with
lot of the
Kamoshida.
arcs seem self-contained, so I
First,
wonder what the
we
overarching
secure
story
an
is.
infiltration route in the palace. After that, we send our calling card. Once the treasure has materialized, we steal it.
Oh, I got a question. Madarame doesn't know that we were doing stuff in the palace yet? Why are we already getting treated like criminals in there?
You're learning, Ryuji. Well done. It must be because he doesn't trust anyone. Any unknown person may as well be an enemy.
Or maybe he's just super salty from all those rumors that have been spreading about him.
Then his palace being so crazy had nothing to do with us?
Either way, we should stay on our best behavior. It'll be harder for us to steal the treasure if we needlessly increase the security level.
We need to be careful of Kitagawa-kun this time too. I'm sure that whatever he sees will just get passed on to Madarame.
That's right.
Hey, what is Madarame's treasure going to look like anyway? Another crown?
I doubt that, but my sixth sense will know when I see it.
Oh yeah, you go completely nuts, huh?
Our time limit is when the exhibit ends, right? That means June 5th.
Oh, that's a
We'll
lot of
carry
time.
out the plan after we've sent out the calling card. So our infiltration route will need to be set in stone 2 days prior on June 2nd.
Now listen here. We can't mess this up, no matter what, okay?
Okay.
Oh yeah, you can name the Phantom Thief, so I named them the Akatsuki, because I'm cool. "18 days? What the heck? So long." Oh, I guess I should go now just in case I find a thing that'll cause me to be impassable. I have so many healing items. I'm pretty sure I'll be fine.
All
Go,
right,
boys.
I'm gonna bust loose.
Now then.
Okay, Gavin's not here, but I can hear him telling me to go to the Velvet Room. Like Carolyn can
Come
roast
inside.
me.
We've much to discuss.
Excellent. I expect no less.
Great.
Marvelous.
Then.
Let's do it.
How goes the rehabilitation?
I like the music in this room, which is good because I feel like I'm gonna be here a lot.
Let's execute him. You change your minds? Justine, you handle the registration. Are you sure?
Okay, I think I might have to give up the slime. I'm sorry. The slime might be out of here.
Time for some rehab. Let's execute fusion.
Yeah, I forgot. I can hold a lot more personas now. What does this guy look like? Oh, that's pretty trash. Okay. What confidants do I not have? Well, because you know how the confidants work? It's actually pretty cool.
What?
So, I have all these people, right? The Prison Master, Morgana, I have the In guy, I have like these people, and they have different arcanas. And if I have personas that have the matching arcana, the persona will get stronger. So I need to get personas that have the same arcana. That's why I keep Slime, because he's Chariot, and Ryuji's also Chariot. That's why I keep the Slime around.
Time for some rehabilitation. You wish to perform fusion.
I think Moon is useful. Justice and Star I don't need. Forgot
Are
who's
you
Moon.
finished? What?
Do I care about this person? Oh, it's that guy. Yeah, I don't really need a Moon persona.
Do you have...
Time for some. Let's execute fusion. You okay with this? Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
Its power will be nothing unusual. Now for a rebirth.
You change your. Are you finished? What? No slacking off.
Hey! Come on.
I can see it.
Whoa!
Come on, man.
Show me your true form.
Alright! First move is off! This enemy's weak to wind!
Flip persona!
Oh, Skull, you're pathetic. Zoro, show your might! Persona! Carmen! Let's see that again, Panther!
Okay, this is an all-out attack. Pay attention. Here we go. If you understand this, you'll understand the greatest meme ever made.
Okay.
They were too weak to bother with.
Show me your true form.
No weaknesses I can see.
Persona! Get wrecked!
Persona! Ha! Impressive. Get ready! Ha! attacks won't work. Woo! Looking cool, Joker!
Go ahead. I got this.
Catch the baton and follow up! Get it, Skull!
Just stay there.
Words aren't getting through.
Okay.
Okay, we're done. Hurry up and move on.
Show me your true form.
There's a dangerous one in there. Get it, Skull!
Woodland Persona.
Two more! Marvelous! Boom time!
Let's be simple about this.
This is it! One and done! This is the last one! Yeah! Victory!
Okay.
That was easy.
I'll reveal your true form.
Now's our chance to strike! I don't see a weak spot.
Persona. Let's go, Captain.
Get it, Skull! Woo! Get it, Skull!
This is all so sudden.
Just look at it. Try calming its nerves.
I forgive you. Do you accept? Really? I am thou. Thou art I.
You've got a new
Got a
mask,
Pokemon.
Joker.
Alright.
Ooh, I got the security level down to 0.
Oh, you're the guy that's the money guy.
No, I'm in the museum.
Somewhere.
Money?
That guy.
No. You be flying. Yeah, Adam Boy is here.
Oh, Madarame.
Get him.
Show me your true form.
Hey, we get the good music. Combat's pretty easy. You just figure out what are they weak to, and then you go bang. You knock them down, and then... Oh yeah, AJ, this is the chain attack. If you get a weak point, you get to choose another person. So this person got knocked down, this person got knocked down, everyone's knocked down, all out attack. And if you hit them with a weak point, they get knocked down. Because I fought them before. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
That
Carla's
was
here.
easy.
Combat's pretty fun once you get used to it. It's kind of like Octopath Traveler. Like, look at this man. Okay, let me try and ambush him. Actually.
Focus.
Oh yeah, this is really stupid. If you're hiding, they can't see you, even if you're right in front of them. Like, look, this man's about to turn around and he's about to look at me. So he can see me. But I'm hiding, so he actually can't see me.
You're there, right? Show me your true form.
So like, this person's weak to lightning. No, you have to figure it out, but once you learn it one time, it'll say. so it'll remember. So then I found a weak point. So then I'm gonna baton pass. This person's weak to wind. And then the more times you baton pass, the more powerful your attacks will be. See, it says damage up plus plus. Yeah, that's the fastest way. Either you all out attack or you ask them to join your side, and then you can use them.
Okay.
And Joker can use multiple personas.
That was easy, huh?
Hey,
Yeah, Persona's a long game. They take their time.
I can feel it.
Ooh, safe room. We made it.
I should write something.
Well, I've already have 18 hours. I haven't even gotten this game for a week yet. I got it on, I got it Monday last week after school. There's gonna be a man's
Careful.
here.
I saw a shadow.
I'll reveal your true form.
Whenever Takeover plays, when you fight these guys, it sounds so good. Like these guys, I don't know their weakness. So Gavin said that you can usually figure out their weakness by their character design. Yeah, and Gavin said that usually if they have wings, you can shoot them. Oh, that's it. That's GG.
Looking cool, Joker.
Go ahead.
Not over yet.
Let's go! Two more!
Ooh, one-shotted. Ouch. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm not high enough level. You can only catch personas that are your level or lower.
Let's pull back for now.
But they can give you money or items. Though I have a job, so I don't really need money. Or I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes. Or sometimes it'll be normal. Most of the time, if you don't surprise attack them, they'll ambush you.
I'll reveal your true form.
These are like in between normal people and unique monsters. They're kind of strong. They're not that bad. Actually, never mind. He's 18. He might be hard. Look where Yu-Gi-Oh is going first.
Get wrecked!
Ouch.
Physical attacks won't work on this one.
Yeah, this ain't gonna be good. Decrease attack.
Angel! Go down!
Ouch.
Less attacks won't do anything. Find another way.
Oh, we shocked him.
Physical attacks won't work on this one.
try to win.
Ha! That should have done it. Blast attacks won't do anything. Find another way.
Zona.
Surf ice?
Haxorus. There.
What the heck? What is this man weak to?
Now or never, right? Do it. Yeah.
We're on the ground.
Hey, we got him.
Nice going, Skull.
Let's go.
Okay, guys. Let's do it! Blast attacks won't do anything. Find another way.
No good.
Persona! Take this! Persona! Physical attacks won't work on this one.
What the heck? Oh, I haven't tried first.
Slime. Go down.
What the heck?
Persona. There.
Persona! Take this!
Let's go. There. Persona. Bam.
What's the matter? That was incredible, Skull.
Got him. Hey, and we're leveling up.
You move. What do you think? All right. Okay, we're done.
I need to heal or I'm gonna die.
I can feel it. Oh, what an idea! I can see it.
Ooh, secret place.
Oh, a treasure chest!
That dude. Oh, just does fire damage. That's okay.
It's somewhere.
Let's get this man.
I'll reveal your true form.
Okay, see ya.
All right, the first move is ours.
Here we go.
We did it, Skull. It's not over yet. Get ready. Carmen, let's see that again. Panther, this is a holdup.
Yeah, fine.
Just look at it.
Give me a
Try
break.
calming its nerves.
Ah, well. Besides that, hey, I am thou, thou art I.
You've got a new mask, Joker!
Let's do it.
All right.
Focus. I have something.
Hey, wait a second. You're just gonna ignore that golden sheen? Look at that luster. I know it might be tough to take with us, but don't you think it'd sell for tons?
Come on, we didn't come here to... Wait, hold on, you're stepping on something.
Isn't this bad?
Oh no, I tripped the security.
Ah, you were the one making us be careful, too. So, what do you want to do? Run out of here?
No, passing through all of these lasers will draw far too many enemies to our location.
Oh, hold on! Joker's not trapped!
Sorry, Joker, but we're going to need you to search for a way to turn off these infrared lasers. This is a museum, so there has to be some switch to let the workers avoid these lasers. Find it.
I can see it.
Hello?
Hey Andrew, so the truck is gonna be super expensive to fix, so Daddy's gonna try to see what the actual Ford dealer will say. So this is what's happening. I'm gonna be home really soon. I'm already in Idaho, and then you're gonna pick up Daddy from Ford because he's gonna drop off the car, the truck there. Is it fixed yet? Oh, he'll call you first before you leave. But anyway, in case you wanted to shower or something first, you can get ready now.
Opo.
Okay, bye.
Joker! I overdosed on black tar heroin, and I think I'm going to die. Someone please help me.
To say more. Program within the game's universe, a manifestation of the defense mechanisms of the hub world rather than another random planet you can travel to. But putting aside my opinion of the films selected specifically, 3 is interestingly enough the one that's both the best and worst at this, repeating many of the movies almost one-to-one to show us how far technology's come along for Square, but also presenting worlds with entirely new stories following on after the movies, or even having events of the movie play out in the background and letting that context fuel the intrigue for some pretty intense encounters. The Toy Story world is like the apex of what the Kingdom Hearts worlds can be. Hell, even the thing with Buzz struggling with his mortality. I think they did a marginally better job here than in Toy Story 4. See, even Woody knows it's Kino. Movie picks can also be used to flavour the franchise's universe. When visiting Mickey Mouse's castle, designed after the ones in the parks, we travel to the distant past, which is interpreted as an homage to the black and white shorts of the 1920s, in all its rubbery glory. The prequel Birth by Sleep, also set in the past, kicks off with 3 worlds based on tentpole princess movies. Their pastoral landscapes perfect fits for a story evoking the feeling of the KH universe at a better point in time. Dream Drop Distance, set in a dreamscape, picks oddball choices like Prankster's Paradise and Fantasia. Chain of Memories, an experiment testing the series' scope, uses worlds past and hints at what's to come. Set in a confusing castle of no particular layout. 385 by 2 days is It's really bad. I've got nothing nice to say. That flavouring applies even to the original settings they've designed, created on Disneyfied guidelines, and centering the game's individual identities. If they put you in mind of Disneyland, it's no accident. Disneyland content abounds in subtleties that become more overt as the games go on, and finally makes it into 3 as a mechanic that never gets any less fun. Feels like they wanted something like this from the start. It's not only making a system and slapping Disney motifs on top, it's seeing how to best translate them into fun gameplay functions, and no-brainers like Final Fantasy Summons becoming Disney characters are great opportunities to make the most of the catalogue. Just wanted to point that out there. That kind of detail is a big part of selling this as more than surface-level advertising. It's those little physical details that only fans of those movies would pay any attention to. The very idea of using effects and props from those movies, the eye for recreating certain spaces accurately. As mentioned, this can go to obnoxious levels of cinematic recreation, but sometimes you take a movie you've always loved and find a really cool game mechanic's been made out of it. As a huge Pirates fan, I was floored to discover that in 3, yes, I could go on a mini pirate adventure sailing across islands and fighting ships, the stuff I had to go to Slide 3 to play because even the official Pirates games wouldn't let me do it. I don't see why they didn't try it before. It's just... What other game is going to let me fight the Titans in a massive grudge match, or tangle with Jafar above Agrabah? That anyone was even willing to say, yes, let's use direct-to-video content where possible, like that One Musketeer movie, or let you fight Lucifer the Cat. The possibilities realised in this series for such niche desires scratches a very particular obsessive-compulsive itch deep in my spine that I could never confess to anyone outside of a video essay, because, well, why would you? Naturally, these worlds have to be populated by more than the Disney baddies, and the original enemies they created play within the same design rules. The Heartless, the darkness of an individual's heart brought to life,
That's deep.
are maybe one of the best video game villain forces ever. You get what these mindless drones are about every time you see them. In the dictionary under Evil Minion at this point, they again encapsulate the design philosophies of both companies, which they can then stretch up and down into a variety of different forms that take on the look of whatever movie world you're in. Always a treat to see how they've chosen to interpret their surroundings. Incidentally, I quite like the one exception that uses a Final Fantasy design as a basis. I think this would have been a great way to get more FF nods into the franchise, but doesn't seem to be on the menu anymore. The sequel's villains build on the Heartless's appeal, adding a level of complexity to their designs that reflects the evolving story. When a person's... here we go again. When a person's heart becomes a heartless, the shell left behind becomes an unfeeling creature called a nobody.
That's deep.
Unlike Heartless, they're pretending to be something they're not. Human. Hidden inside of suits designed to mimic living creatures, though you can spot the classic Heartless traits underneath. And their movement is always led by specific parts of their bodies, like a corpse being pulled on a string. It's a great uncanny effect, reflecting the dishonest nature of these guys and feeling absolutely right as Villain 2 in the grand scheme of things. I do feel like we begin to stretch the point once we get to the Unversed and the Dream Eaters and the spin-off titles. I mean, you know, I'll give it to the Dream Eaters to play both enemies and assist characters because we're in a dream. They're animal-themed, so you have a neutral basis for designing both soft dream versions and sharp nightmare terrors. And the Unversed are a good representation of, their primordial emotions, or... I've made a mistake.
That's awful!
And then there's the Organization, a gang of very human-looking nobodies, apparently to do with their original personalities being so strong, I guess. Alright.
Got it memorized? Got it memorized? Got it memorized?
No. I've come to accept them thanks to the more recent twists, confirming them as really obvious bad guys, tricky people in black robes, and it doesn't need to get much deeper than that. I mean, my main issue with not liking these guys back in the day is that they were a bit too, anime. And I'm not, funnily enough, a big fan of anime, even though I like JRPGs, because I'm a massive hypocrite. And, you know, these guys were really trying to be hip, with their 2 core-for-school faces and endless, meaningless prose.
A puppet. A puppet. What does that mean, exactly? A puppet is a puppet.
An outfit begging to be mass-produced on the convention circuit, which, for me, it all kind of shunned everything I liked about the hardcore fantasy vibes KH1 was rocking. Granted, as the years have gone by, they've grown on me. As well as a fact Clem's introduced me to, that they were embodiments of character classes in the FF series like 9 again. I can't believe I didn't see it before.
Each of their playstyles were based around classic RPG jobs or classes. Demix, for example, is a dancer. Sykes is a berserker. Zoldin is a dragoon. Luxord, a gambler. Zigbar, sniper. I could go on and on.
Still, I was never much of a fan, until one twist a lot of people laughed at.
I'm already half singing.
Made me love them. Okay. So, it turns out the big final boss baddies of the other games in control of all these minions are alternative versions of the same guy, Master Xehanort. And in Dream Drop Distance, a totally not retroactively decided on bomb was dropped, that he designed the organization to create 13 empty vessels he could possess, allowing him to live multiple lives and begin a war that would give him almighty power. There's always the possibility I've got some of the details wrong, so, just write me a comment calling me a stinko. We cool. This is honestly the best outcome possible. I love it. On the one hand, it becomes a great way to celebrate the entire series, each vessel now a major villain from one of the games, popping up on your travels to build to the eventual Big Bash. But the idea that the real villain is a creepy old bald guy possessing younger hosts is the most fairy tale thing I could have hoped for. The twist had me get totally on board with his reveal so many games in, and it's paid off in an amazing showdown. I cannot stress how wonderfully this was executed. Kingdom Hearts has always been about kids against adults, and Master Xehanort really pushes the spectrum to either end. Old Father Time against young peppy chucklebums. In a no-holds-barred boss rush, whittling his kin down to the best of the best, the versions of him you fought at the end of the major games. It's there to help the message. How great that 13 versions of him will never be able to stack up to a bunch of individual personalities. And that's a layer I didn't think I'd find. I think it feeds into a thread that's been rumbling around the KH storyline since day one, and the way it's been paid off really lined up with what my view of the story has always been about, mostly concerning Sora and Riku.
There is one advantage to being me. Something you can never imitate. Really? What's that? Having you for a friend. Then I guess I'm okay the way I am. I've got something you could never imitate, too.
While things around them be popping off, Riku and Sora's storylines remain the most compelling through line for the series' main thesis. I wish I had more to say about Kairi, but I guess not. Riku is an obvious archetype, the rival power. He's more confident, more mature, and more smoulderingly angsty. The one a lot of fans gravitate towards because he's more traditionally cool, as anime standards go anyway. However, while the story states that he is, in fact, supposed to be the chosen one, it doesn't treat him as being a misunderstood man. It's pretty much the opposite, which leads to an impressive level of growth. We can look at Riku getting possessed by Xehanort to become the first game's main villain, Ansem, as convoluted lore, but it's actually a great bit of symbolism. Riku thought the world was more complex than Sora did, and wanted to leave his childhood to experience new emotions and ideas. He was desperate to grow up. The problem is it's done too fast and too recklessly, and that leads to him being manipulated by creepy adults who, ultimately, steal his childhood. While he sees the error of his ways and redeems himself, his punishment is to be trapped in the body of an adult, a thematically perfect consequence. This makes it even more powerful when his friends accept him regardless of his mistakes, and he's able to reclaim some of his youth and join them in the home stretch of the journey. Riku doesn't make excuses for what's happened. We see him put in the effort to fix this both in Chain of Memories and Dream Drop Distance, with the latter game spending a great deal more time with him to not only rescue Sora from certain doom, but to surpass him as a warrior. He only gets this far because he recognizes who gave him a second chance, the same person who's nothing but happy for his friend's success. Thing is, while his maturity allows him to deal with darker subjects and get into the realms where all the monsters live, his cynicism holds him back and prevents him from being able to save the world himself, a problem demonstrated with other playable characters in the series. In the prequel Birth by Sleep, Terra, Ven, and Aqua are warrior knights in training who begin as obvious archetypes, but eventually get corrupted by Master Xehanort's influence, much like Riku, basically showing how the Kingdom Hearts universe got so screwed up in the first place. Aqua barely manages to escape and ends up in a realm of darkness, searching for a way home. This can be played through in a short teaser game released as an example of what KH3 is going to be like, and if you accept it as the official start of KH3, it becomes representative of its audience, stumbling about in the darkness and wondering if this bloody game was ever going to come out. Now, near the start of KH3 itself, Riku and Mickey, the only ones able to move through this kind of darkness, yeah, no right, are searching for her in their effort to bring all the old heroes back for the final showdown. And we get to play as Riku and discover he's already a level 50 powerhouse. Many hours later, when we return to see where they're at, they've discovered Aqua, who has been turned to Xehanort's point of view. And we can't beat her in combat. Riku is too close to what she is to be able to get an edge in the battle. That's fine though, because we've spent the time between those moments leveling Sora up to the same stats, and tap in to help even the odds. Now that Sora's around, the other character's personal confusion and despair gets rebalanced, to the point where Aqua is able to transform the mysterious Castle Oblivion into its true form. her old home. Simply put, this is about showing us why Sora matters, how his simple nature and optimism is what's going to save the world. Well, worlds. Sure, he's not the smartest or the most observant fella. He's a naive, happy little kid. And while that might grate on some people, it would miss the point. He's an ambassador for the franchise, designed to fit within all worlds. So, yes, it'll never not be jarring to see him standing next to a bunch of Toontown folk, but you can see how he's been created within the Disney ideal, confessed by the devs to being based on Mickey Mouse because, as mentioned, they weren't allowed to use him as a lead. This helps him visually mesh better with Donald, Goofy, and the different lands they visit, outside of taking on new looks as a trick-or-treater or lion or as fish people. More than that, though, he's an ambassador for our relationship with those movies, either for the target audience of kids who just want to play, or for the aging audience, the people who want to reconnect to the child within. It's practically the Disneyland motto.
Disneyland is your land. Here age relives fond memories of the past. And here you, they savor the challenge and promise of the future.
Sora is surrounded by a lot of people with fancy words who make him doubt his simple point of view, and more often than not, he doesn't get a happy ending. Yet, this hasn't stopped him from doing what feels right and taking full measures to save lives, and that's the lifeblood of this series. It's what's inspired so many people to join in, extending from the friends he's made over the course of the games to the thousands of players who've helped him get this far, culminating in the best use of a browser-based collaborative game as a piece of narrative catharsis I've ever seen. Holy balls. Everyone lends him the extra strength after his spectacular efforts to bring them back to the fold, with KH3's ending about finding that commonality with him when he's the one struggling. In fact, the entire game is framed around finding common ground with Sora. Throughout, we get these flashbacks of Xehanort's childhood, where he too was a cheeky young kid, looking forward to the future. It transpires his belief is that moving on, getting old, it only leads to corruption and chaos. Feeling life would be better if he had the ability to go back and start over. His plan now to return to where reality began for him and end it there. His own Destiny Island. It's quite evocative. And there's all the signs this is unstable. We see his older selves regretting this struggle and defeat, while his younger self scoffs at our efforts and urges the old man's folly. An accentuation of the real problem here, and I haven't even gotten to Eel. This only gives power to those who lived once before, and not to the ever-evolving next generation who bring new hope to humanity. And why Sora, the guy who effectively represents what Xehanort once was, has to stop him.
There is one sky, one destiny.
Their final battle is as big as you'd imagine. Crazy stuff. Time and space. Remix of the previous Xehanort themes, which just so happened to be an extension of the opening stage from the first game, bringing the pain you've been put through full circle. Oh, it's visual face. Everything it needed to be. But what really makes it sing was the decision not to end it as a solo fight. They kept it Disney. Yeah, after all that, Donald and Goofy are still with you, and rightfully so. They're the past we recognise, the ageless principles that still bring us joy and laughter, the things Sora most believes in. And here they are saying, hey, we got your back. You don't have to regress to have us around in your life. We can move forward together. It's time to leave the theme park, guys. It's time to go home. Over time, I think Kingdom Hearts has become an incredibly easy target. Like I said, it's not always the most elegantly put together experience. There's a lot of problems I have with it, and the very premise itself is, it's not going to be a timeless work of great fiction. It's an adolescent fantasy that's in way over its head. But the value I see in it isn't verbal. The smartest thing the series does lies in its feeling, in how it presents its audience's own inner conflict to their faces, letting us have a lot of nostalgic fun, but going out of its way to tinge that with a melancholic sense of unfulfillment. That the kids are always happy, and the adults are always sad. In having that conversation, you have to accept both its utter ridiculousness, the realities that make it so right to mock, and earnestly embrace its right to exist anyway. To accept that balance of, wow, I guess we're saying it, the darkness and the light. Who let me do this? I wouldn't want this to be a widely accepted brand. I kind of feel like it needs to remain this journey of their internal, personal growth. To elicit that feeling is to be creatively in tune with the reality of their properties, of Disney and Square's impact on our childhoods, and not wanting to leave it, but knowing it has to come to an end. This keeps happening. It's purple feeling, the game. And credit to Charlie again for hitting on that particular sentence. I'd have stolen the point without saying anything, but I don't know, he's pretty jacked. And that's the key here. Make your own jokes, please. To KH's enduring strength, as something people get kind of misty-eyed over, more than they ever planned to. The effort has been made to construct a playground where we can live out the fantasy of our past, using the details that matter most, and making us ask why we feel about this the way we do. And that's far from silly, that's rather intelligent. The specifics of this talk about light and darkness are less important than the fact it's about light and darkness. A child's view of a world where growing up is a scary concept, and on the journey to adulthood, our mind can become clouded with the kinds of problems that make us greedy and selfish and strangely accented. R.I.P. Mr. Nimoy. Power. Well, it can be incredibly confusing and upsetting to go through, something we can't articulate at that age, and maybe shouldn't try. Yet, if we stay connected to the optimism of youth, maintain a true balance between the light and the dark, we can turn this experience into something constructive for everyone else to hold on to, make it to the other side, and unlock our full potential. Yeah, I guess that works. Thank you for watching, everyone. Once again, my patrons are to thank for the content still making its way out to you. Their support has made the immediate production of these videos